champion that should be good into range supports and range compositions. But right now, his EQ is too weak and his matchups are too weak that I'm not a big fan of Jace. I don't feel like he reaches a point where he breaks range compositions that well as he wants to. So while thematically he should be good in certain spots, he just isn't because of the current state of the champions that are considered answers and other champions that are being played in the game, you know?
Have a Victor, whatever, you can potentially go Jarvan. But the problem with Jarvan is that Jarvan is also significantly weaker than Vi in skirmishes and like 1v1s and stuff like that. Like Vi just has more HP because of the blast shield. Vi has more reliable CC because Jarvan's CC is all like flashable, right? Like you flash out of the ult, you can flash the combo.
The only thing Vi technically does better, I mean Jarvan does better, is that he has a better 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it.
Whereas Vi can just always press R on you, and if you're in a skirmish, you can R first, then Q, and then Vi provides way more. So like I think Vi is just straight up OP. I think Vi is just straight up an OP champion because you can do so much more. Like I actually view it the opposite. I think you can do so much more with Vi in the game than you can with Jarvan, because Vi has the ability to play on sides easier, has the ability to skirmish easier. Like Jarvan skirmishing is unreliable, like we said. You can dodge EQ, you can flash EQ. Like Vi can Q flash you, and then you get the damage. The problem with Jarvan is
this is Dom is on the same page as me. I'm on the same page as Dom. Like all of these details that he mentioned are always details that people don't care about when they evaluate champions on a surface level, right? Vi, if Vi is coming at you, right, and she's going to QR you, and it's guaranteed she's going to do it, then yeah, it's easy to play around. But that's not the case. The Vi has options.
You can EQ flash, but if you EQ flash on Jarvan, you don't get the damage, right? So if you like outplay somebody, or you're trying to like cut your animation to guarantee you hit it by flashing, then you don't get damage, you only get CC on Jarvan, and then you just don't have the ability to kill people. So I think Jarvan is way worse champion than Vi. Like, I don't even think they're in the same tier. Like, I would say that Jarvan's like I think Vi is an S tier champion, like an OP S tier champion.
Jarvan's like C tier, bro.
Like a B tier champion.
He can go in, he can engage. He can also do a lot of disruption and stuff. You can make the argument that like she can play like defensive lineman and like do all this other type of shit, but she just can't. Not as well as some other things. Imagine.
I mean, yeah, that is true. She can't do that as well as some other things. The difference with Vi is that you are good at so many things. Like Jarvan can't block a one, like that's not stuff like that, and you get like blast shield, and you buy like Sundered Sky, you buy like Sundered Sky Cleaver, you have a bunch of items that give you ability haste throughout the game. Like it's very hard to deal with a Vi because she's so mobile. She's actually, I think she's more disruptive in Jarvan.
It's not the same thing. Like, Baku, it's not the same thing because EQ flash doesn't do damage.
You know, her Q and her ult, like her ult is a full team CC if you ult somebody in the back line. Like I think Vi is just a disgusting champion. I think the champion's so OP.
Even if we're doing letter grades, if you only see things at an A tier grade, then I think the perception that Vi is good is, I think that's fine. If you see what is possible or what should exist, then I think that you see that Vi is bad. Now, if you're choosing Vi and you know that she's a fucking dog awful champion, but you know that you're intentionally abusing the level of players that you're playing against, then that's different, right? But
the problem, okay, I'll explain my full position on Vi. I'll explain my full position on Vi. Vi theoretically should be counterable because of weaknesses in Vi's kit, but not related to like how she fights, more related to the way that like the way that she plays. Her level 1 is bad, for example, right? Her level 1 is really bad.
Agreed.
So you have to be creative level 1 to get away with it, or you need to pick strong lane so that Vi is able to get through level 1. The problem with League of Legends right now is that clear speed doesn't actually end up mattering that much. You can't just pick a fast clear jungler. Like it used to be that in season 6, if you pick a fast clear jungler levels up to the problem. Because of how League of Legends works now, you're still going to be able to play the game. You probably have to give first straight, give first scrubs, and then on your next rotation, once you're level 6, like you're going to be like half a level down, bro. You're going to be like half a level down, maybe 1 level down. Like it's going to be manageable. You're going to be able to play the game. So like the weakness of Vi is not even a weakness of the game, which is part of like the reason why a lot of the champions, like a lot of the things that I disagree with LS on is based on how I actually think the game is balanced, not like theory. Like artillery should be good into a champion like Azir, right? Like I understand that Xerath should be good into Azir, but the way the game is balanced with everyone having TP and everyone having so much sustain naturally in their kits from like, you know, absorb life existing, and like people can take second wind and they can take Doran.
Here, I don't know if Dom was gonna say it, but it's like Azir into Xerath